The Washington Post has an article which is a giant blowjob of Tim Kaine, and it's the Democratic establishment specifically blowing Tim Kaine. Now, you would think that, I don't know, perhaps they'd wait a little bit since Tim Kaine was just on a ticket with Hillary Clinton that had an embarrassing loss. You would think that they'd go, pump your brakes. I mean, obviously he's not that dynamic, he ain't that special. I mean, he lost to Donald Trump and Mike Pence. That is unreal. But no, they're already going, full throttle with, wasn't he just wonderful? Okay, so let me give you 4 quotes from Democratic insiders here and what they're saying about Tim Kaine, and see if you can pick up on what exactly they're hinting at. What's the subtext of what they're saying here? So one person said, quote, if Trump indeed, as many suspect, has little patience for separation of powers and limits on presidential authority, it is going to take leaders such as Kaine to be forceful counter voices to the next president. Okay, so they're saying, well, look, Trump might overstep his authorities, but Tim Kaine will be there to put him in his place. Really? Tim Kaine? Yeah, I get, okay, he's a Democrat, he's part of the opposition. I'm sure he'll vote against different shit that, Trump wants, of course. But, oh, really? He's going to lay down the law? Fucking Tim Kaine is going to lay down the law, please. By the way, Tim Kaine is for TPP. Tim Kaine is a massive corporatist. So this idea of firebrand progressive. What? No, that's actually why Hillary Clinton picked him, is because he was not that. Okay, next. Quote, I don't think there's any question that his profile's a little bit higher, having just come off a national ticket. So that's a Democratic insider going, well, a lot more people know who he is now. I mean, technically that's true, but nobody thinks about him, nobody cares about him. They're acting like Tim Kaine, a star. Now people know who he is, maybe the future of the Democratic Party. Another one, quote, knowing him, I don't know that changes his approach to anything. What they talked about on the campaign trail was what he was working on in the Senate. Okay, this is the one that I thought was the most hilarious, because what's this person trying to say here? They're trying to, portray Tim Kaine as what do you mean he's just a regular guy and a hard worker and he's looking out for the people, and on the campaign trail he didn't think anything of it, I'm famous now and people know me. No, he was caring about the brass tacks of how to get legislation done, and that's what he was talking about, and he cares so deep about people. He's a hard worker. He looks out for the people. That's what he's doing. What they're trying to do is say about Tim Kaine, Tim Kaine, it's such a policy wonk, I guess he's kind of like Bernie Sanders, and maybe the kids will like him, huh? And then there's a future for Tim Kaine, huh? Yeah. And then here's the one that I almost have no words for this one. Quote, his speech, this was when Hillary Clinton did her, I'm going to step down, I conceded the race to Trump the day after. He said some words first. They say, his speech was eloquent and erudite and spoke to the better angels of our nature. I think he definitely emerges as a potential phoenix from these ashes. Guys, the Democratic establishment has already made up their mind. They want to run Tim Kaine in 2020. You think they learned their lesson from watching Hillary Clinton, the ultimate establishment corrupt insider, get beaten? You think the neoliberals learned what went wrong? You think the new Democrats learned oh yeah, no, this is the way to go. We were center right and corporatist and hawkish. That didn't work. So what's their answer? Maybe we go further center right and corporatist and hawkish. Maybe that was the problem. The problem is we weren't right-wing enough. They literally never learned their lesson. Remember when they got wiped out in the midterms, the last election? When you looked at the specific people who won, it was all the progressives. When you looked at the people who got destroyed, it was people like Allison Lundergan Grimes in Kentucky, who ran against Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell had record unfavorables. Nobody fucking liked him. Nobody liked him. Everybody's saying, that seat's going to fall. Allison Lundergan Grimes managed to lose to Mitch McConnell. How did she lose? She's a Democrat who wasn't even willing to say, yeah, you know what? I'm a Democrat. I'm a liberal. She tried to be, I'm just like Mitch McConnell, except a little bit younger and I guess a little bit better. So, but vote for me, I guess. When you give people an option between Republican light and Republican, they're going to go with the Republican. When you give people an option between an actual progressive and a Republican, they're going to go with the actual progressive. They never learn. Tim Kaine, do you understand? If the Democrats run Tim Kaine in 2020, they deserve to lose, and they will lose. But you know what? I'm saying that. Hello, guys, there's not even, he won't get any traction in the primary. He just won't. He'll get his fucking ass handed to him on a silver platter. He has no shot. Nobody likes him. Nobody cares about him. He's a boring, vanilla, white dude who's pro-TPP, massively corporatist, giant sellout to Wall Street, goofy as fuck. What on earth is appealing about him? No, I'll tell you what they think is appealing about him. Oh, he's a little puppet of the establishment. And the answer is always be more establishment. Get somebody who will more do the bidding of Wall Street. You don't get how bad Tim Kaine would be destroyed. It would be comical. So they want to go down this road, they deserve to lose. Because you know who the future is of the Democratic Party. And actually, not the future, that's too strong a word. But you know what direction we need to go in? You got to go actual progressive. You got to go actual liberals. You got to stop taking the corporate money. Nina Turner, Tulsi Gabbard, Bernie Sanders. He's up there in age, I know. I don't think he's going to run again. I don't think he wants to run again. But that philosophy, that mentality, that's the future of the party. Elizabeth Warren, she's up there in age too, but that's somebody who definitely has a shot of bringing down Donald Trump. I mean, these are the people who actually get the base excited. These are the people who actually get turnout because they actually stand for something, they actually fight for something. They're not doing the bidding of the corporations. They're doing the bidding of you. They're looking out for actual progressive goals. Let's get the money out of politics. Let's try for universal healthcare, single-payer system. Let's try to get, universal college. Nobody believed Hillary Clinton. Nobody knew what the fuck she was running for. It was massively insincere. Stronger together, break down the barriers. I love the establishment, but I don't. I'm going to pretend I don't, but I do. But cliches and platitudes, vote for me. No. Everybody can see through it. You're a corrupt establishment insider. You're running for narcissistic reasons. This is why you lost to that buffoon on the right, because at least the buffoon on the right was able to appear more authentic and hit points like TPP is bad, trade is bad, shipping all the jobs overseas is bad, corruption is bad, make America great again. So their answer is to double down on the wrong strategy. If you do that, not only will you lose, you deserve to lose. Step the fuck aside and make room for the real progressives, because if you don't, you're just going to keep losing. And again, you would deserve to lose if that's the direction you go in.